Hi everyone, welcome back to Scale Factory. In the last video, we designed a waterproof stuffing box for servo push rods in Fusion 360. Now, it's time to bring it to life. In this episode, we'll slice the model in Bambu Studio, 3D print it, and assemble the parts to see how it all fits together. Let's get started. So let's import the STL file that we created in the last part. So it came together, but we can divide it to objects like that and arrange it. Now we have 5 pieces. That auto rotate command is really nice because it just chooses the best orientation for printing. Now let me show you my settings on Bambu Lab Slicer. Actually, most of them are default values. The layer height is different. It's 0.08 millimeters. And on support part, it's 3-type support with its default settings. One important thing for this model is applying brim. These are really small models, so it can to make sure that they stack on the plate, we can use brim. Outer brim will be enough. And after slicing it, it's better to check it at least once to see if everything is right. It's a really simple model, so there's no complicated geometry around. You see how support part is working here. And now our piece is ready. We will start by gluing the inner caps onto it. I will make that gluing part faster. And now parts are ready for assembling. I'm just putting some extra glue and doing the same thing on the other end with the other inner cap. Just to make sure into that small cracks to fill them with glue, both for holding pieces together and also add some sealing. Okay, the inner tube is ready now. The critical part is filling it with grease. I prepared it with an injector like that. It made it much easier to fill it. You see, I fill it till the grease will come through the smaller holes. Yep, a little bit more. I think it's filled completely. Now the outer caps. That material, that white isolation mat, actually is the same material that's used for insulation and waterproof bearings. So I will just make a layer of that tape on the outer caps, and it will be supported with grease, and it will act as a waterproof bearing. A piece about 10 centimeters length, maybe less, is enough. I am folding it up till it is small enough to fit into that small outer cap. There's no need to glue it on place. Maybe a bit smaller one, yep. Because you'll remember from the first part, we'll have a gap to just hold that tape on its place. A small touch of grease on that surface too, and we are closing it. Applying a little bit of glue on that connection surface to keep the outer cap in its place. That will be nice. And this side is done. We will do the same for the other outer cap. I'm making these parts faster because it's the same process. We are repeating again. Now it's ready. The only part left is that small filling hole. I'm using Magic 3 set for this part, about 3 millimeter at height, 2. With that grease inside, it will just hold it on place and it will be water resistant. And if we'll need to refill it, we can just unscrew it and fill it. Now the last part. Putting the push rod is a little bit harder at first try because we should penetrate through that tape, insulation tape. But once it's over, it's sealed in place. As the rod itself is covered with grease, it will be much easier to move it. Yep, now it slides easily. It's ready for use. If you remove it out at your second try, it's much easier because right now that insulation tape is just as hold. Okay, I think it's ready. One important part that PLA print itself is not waterproof, so if you want to apply on the model, you should cover it with epoxy or some kind of coating. And that's it. Our 3D printed stuffing box is assembled and ready. But will it really keep the water out? In the next video, we'll put it to the test underwater to see how well it performs. Don't miss it. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the part 3.